Hello, good morning. Welcome to Saturday morning stream with Daniel in my living room. Welcome. This is I'm sitting at my kitchen table. We finally just got a kitchen table, my friends, about 12 hours ago. And I put it together. It was one of those build your own kind of IKEA-esque projects. We actually got it from Target. But yeah, so now I'm sitting at our table, which is kind of cool. And this is going to be a unique live stream today. I hope it's not echoing too much. I don't know, because it is kind of echoing in this room. But yeah, I wanted to sit here and do a different kind of stream and talk about some stuff. Got myself a coffee. Got myself some notes here. This is going to be a note to self / channel update stream. And I want to be as authentic and genuine as I can, because I need to watch this back many times in the future and catch myself in the act of mistakes that I make, and get my head right. So I thought, why not just go live and record this for those of you who are here, who have subscribed, who are part of this channel. I think it will be useful for you to know, and it's very important for me to know, if nothing else. Let me just try turning this up a little bit. I don't know if that's going to make it better or worse. I know sometimes when it's loud, the mic pops, but I can hear a little bit of echo. Anyway, hopefully it's not too bad. All right, let's do it. So I called this live stream Stuff I Need to Stop, because there are things that I have started to fall into when it comes to my YouTube channel that I need to stop doing. I need to cut out. There is a tendency in my life to be obsessive and compulsive, and that leads me to do things and to live in a way that is unhealthy and is unrewarding. And what I'm noticing is that I'm doing it a lot on my YouTube channel, where I'm being obsessive and I'm becoming inauthentic in the style of videos that I'm doing. And I had a big realization late last night, actually. I was working late on ideas for upcoming videos and live streams, and I was obsessing about how to do them and what format and how it was going to be. And for some reason, I just had this lightning bolt of realization that, Daniel, you're doing it again, man. You're being obsessive and you're being inauthentic. And this is not the way you want to be. So I actually started a little journal yesterday just about this topic, to really try to clarify what is important to me with this YouTube channel, what I'm trying to do long term, and the approach I want to take. And I got some really good clarity, and then I boiled it down into some notes that I've got here as well that I'm going to talk through as we go. So as I said, I am once again being obsessive and I'm being inauthentic. I did a video, I don't know, a year and a half ago on my channel called Let's Be Honest, where I talk about this same topic, where I was starting to buy into all the kind of, what do you want to say, tips and tricks and hacks that you watch on YouTube. If you have tried to run a YouTube channel or you have any interest in social media, you've probably seen all these videos where they tell you how to try and get more engagement, how to grow your audience, all the things that you should be doing, you know, the length of the videos, how long you should have between edits, you should have background music, you should have subtitles, you should have things on the screen and changing everything. And once again, like I did a year and a half ago, I started to fall into the trap of doing it. And if you watch a couple of my most recent videos, you'll notice more of it, that they're more highly edited. They have a lot more B-roll. They have background music. They have all this stuff going on. And honestly, as you know, creatively challenging as it might be, that part of it's fun. When I look at the final product of those videos and what I'm creating, I'm not proud of them. I don't look at them and think, this is who I want to be. This is the representation I want to have. What I want to be is this, exactly what I am right here, right now, talking to a camera, talking to you through the screen, wherever you might be right now in the world, and being as genuine as I possibly can. That's really, really important to me. If you look back at the earliest video on my channel, I'll link to it actually in the description of this video so you can have a look at it. It is literally me talking in one take to a camera about my love for the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, because that was my passion when I was, I don't know how old I was then, 30 something, 31, 32. That was what I was obsessed with, was personal development and sharing those ideas with other people. I love doing it in real life. And back then in 2010, YouTube was just this little nascent thing. It wasn't a household name really, maybe a little bit, but not like it is today. And I was just doing it because I was a passion. I loved it, and I didn't care who watched it. I didn't think anyone would watch it, but I did, I don't know, 10, 15 videos like that, and I freaking loved them. And they were the most authentic, real I could be. Now, you'll notice as time went on, when I learned more as a video creator, I started to add more edits in and try different formats. And you can go back and see the history of all my videos, how that happened. And at times I feel like I really hit on something that worked. Like the video I did, life lessons from my 30s when I turned 40. That video really hit something because it was a one-take video. It was on the day of my 40th birthday, and it really hit home because it was genuinely what I was going through at that point in my life. And that video, I think, is the highest viewed video on my channel. Another one that's done really well is feeling like a failure in your 40s, because at the time I recorded that, it was in the middle of COVID or coming out of COVID, and I was feeling like a failure. My business was falling apart. My relationship had ended. All these parts of my life were going to hell. And I was trying to navigate and to process all those failures and feeling literally like a failure in my 40s. So that video did really well as well because people resonated with me and the journey I was on. So just recently, the last couple of months, I've been falling again into the trap of making content that is highly edited, that is I'm trying to get views for, to be honest. I'm trying to grow this channel by looking at and doing all the research and going, okay, this keyword's got more search volume, or, this topic's higher interest right now. So let's make some videos around that. Let's try and capture that market, whatever. And you can see it in the videos. If you watch any of the ones, I just did one recently on divorce. I did one on setting small goals. Those videos were created because I was using a software tool that said, these are topics that you should cover on your YouTube channel. And so I forced myself to create those two videos. They're not bad by any means. They are genuine lessons that I had. And if you look at them, they can help you, but they're not what I'm going through in my life right now. They're not the things that really impact me. So I think that's what's missing, because I'm being obsessive about getting views, and it's coming from a good place. I'm trying to improve and become better as a person, which is the theme of this whole channel. And I'm trying to do better as a YouTuber and a video creator. But what it's causing me to do is to listen to too many other opinions and voices, and especially, YouTube gurus and people who train people on how to optimize their YouTube. It's causing me to become inauthentic. It's causing me to become kind of almost like a cardboard cutout version of who I really am. And the signal that I know this is happening is I'm getting a lot of people through social media and on the Discord and different things like that, reaching out and saying, Daniel, your channel could blow up if only you add more edits and you add more exciting thumbnails and titles, and I can help you to do it. I can show you how to blow up on YouTube, because they know that I will fall for it. They know that I am their target audience in a sense. I'm a person who is showing that I'm trying to get views. And so for that reason, they're trying to sell me their services or their training packages or whatever. And that made me realize the other day, the reason these people are reaching out to you, Daniel, is because this is the vibe that you're giving off, that you want to somehow grow your channel through inauthentic means. So that was a big realization for me. And last night it all kind of just, crystallized in my mind. And I finally realized, I'm being obsessive and I'm being inauthentic. And I went back and I watched that video, which is called Let's Be Honest. And I was like, holy shit, you're doing it again. You're doing it again, Daniel. A year and a half, 2 years later, you're starting to create videos that are full of edits and cuts, and you're trying to do shorts that will hit. And you probably noticed the last couple of weeks, I did a couple of things where I was trying to do one take videos, and then I was doing some shorts and, question of the day and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff isn't me. That's not what I want to be as a YouTuber, as a video creator. I don't care about getting huge views on my channel. If one person watches a video and gets value from it, that's what matters to me, not this whole idea of, being whatever, famous or innovative or anything. The people that I admire the most in the world are not the people who are the most famous. My number one mentor in the world is Earl Nightingale. If you've watched any of his stuff, he is low key. He is completely himself. It's basically him talking. Most of it is on cassette tape. There are some videos out there too, but it's, by conventional standards and especially by modern standards, it's boring. It's not exciting stuff, but it's value packed. It's dense. It's pithy. There's so much in what he's doing that has impact for you if you listen to it and you take the time. And that, my friends, is what I want to be. That is exactly what I want to emulate. Earl Nightingale, when I was young, I found his tape program, and Earl Nightingale completely transformed my life. He made me see that through self-improvement and personal development, I can become whatever I want to become in the world. And that has carried me so far. And in a sense, that's what I want to continue. He passed away before I was born, and yet he impacted me from beyond his lifetime through a cassette tape. And YouTube is an amazing vehicle for me to do the same thing. And I've already had people who reach out to me from across the world and they say, wow, that video you created really helped me and it made me change my mind. I've talked to several of them, you know who you are, via Zoom, and got to know some of you. And it's just that, for me, is what I want to create. I want to continue his work in a way, his example, his legacy of creating amazing content. And not content, sharing valuable ideas is what I want to do. The content is the vehicle. The value is in the ideas, the concepts, the insights, and then also being an encourager. So I want to restate, which I always say, but I kind of got off track from, my purpose, my mission, my cause is to offer insights and encouragement to people who are on the path of improving themselves and their world. To offer insights and encouragement to people who are on the path of improving themselves and their world. It's not to be a rich YouTuber. It's not to be an innovator. It's not to be famous. It's not to be any of that shit. It's to be myself and to offer insights and encouragement to people who are on the path, who are with me on the journey. And that's what you are if you're watching this right now. So all that to say, there are some changes that I want to make to this channel. I'm sure some people aren't going to like them because a lot of people came to this channel through videos that I created, especially lately. The video about being single in your 30s popped off and it's got like 100,000 views now, which I'm very grateful for. And I got some great comments there, got some interesting, weird comments too. But that video I made, 2 years ago when I was coming out of that phase of being single, and I was, again, trying to chase algorithmic results. And so it's genuine, but it's also I don't know what I want to say. It's a half genuine version of who I am. And that video is entertaining and it's funny and it's got great edits and all that kind of stuff. And that's probably what attracted a lot of people who are watching this and are part of this channel right now. But it's not who I am. It's not. This is who I am, my friends. I'm a dude sitting in my house talking to a camera and getting excited about personal development, self-improvement, and things like that. And so, unfortunately, if that means changes to the channel lose me subscribers or viewers, so be it. I have a full-time career. I'm financially okay in my life. I have an amazing relationship. I have a wonderful home. I have so much going for me. I do not need to chase YouTube success just for the sake of it. I don't even know why I was getting obsessive about it. I just set this weird goal in my mind that this year I was going to really innovate and ramp up my YouTube. And now already 1 month in, it started to damage my enjoyment and happiness around what I'm doing. So stop it, Daniel. Listen to this later and stop it. Stop being obsessive and stop being inauthentic. Those are the two mistakes that I am making and I need to adjust in my life. It's kind of weird to think that I'm going to watch this later and listen to it, but that's important. Daniel, in the future, you listen to this when you watch this back, and anyone else out there, hopefully this makes sense for you. All right, so let's get into some things here that I want to share that might be useful for you to understand and know. So as I said, being obsessive and being inauthentic, those are the two things that I think are causing me to not just not get the results I want, but also not to make an impact. So I'm not enjoying the process. I'm not enjoying the learning I'm doing. I'm just sort of coasting in my development as a person while I'm trying to create videos that impact. The other downside is because I'm spending so much time obsessing about the format and trying to edit the videos and trying to cut them into shorts and all the kind of crap I've been doing, I've been losing time and energy to develop myself and to read and to learn, which is what I love to do. The thing that I love to do is to read ideas, to learn from people, and then to synthesize those ideas and share them with you. So I'm kind of cutting into my development time by spending all this time editing and changing things and trying to, reformat them and whatever. Last week, I read a really interesting, I guess it's an ebook. I don't know. It's a very small book. It's like 80 pages by Dan Sullivan, and it's called Be the Buyer. And I think that was kind of what finally got me to this idea of why I'm doing this today. The concept that Dan Sullivan has is that as entrepreneurs and as creators, as people who are doing things in the world, we get very good at selling. We get very good at putting ourselves out there and pitching and trying to find opportunities and hunting, essentially, like looking for things and being opportunistic, let's say. And that is very good up to a point because you're scrappy, because you're courageous, you're willing to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and you will get results by being a seller type of mentality, by pumping out content or trying to target the algorithm or whatever. It will work up to a point. What starts to happen is, and this is what Dan Sullivan talks about in Be the Buyer, is that eventually it starts to actually lower not just your enjoyment, but also your value in business or as a person. And essentially what he says is that you have to shift your mentality at some point as you grow as an entrepreneur and as a creator in the world from being a seller to being a buyer. And what he means by that is if you think about when you go on Amazon, per se, we've all done that, right? You go on Amazon to buy something. Think about how you feel as a person. You're discerning, you're in a position of power, you're the one who decides if you're going to do something or not. You feel completely different in your mentality than you would, say, if you were pitching something to someone else. When you're selling, you're trying to get something. I hope that they buy, I hope that they like it, I hope that they click subscribe or whatever. But when you're buying, you're the one deciding if you're going to do something or not do something. There is something in this mindset that if you notice the most successful people in the world, that's what they have, is that buyer mindset. They are discerning about what they do with their time, who they spend time with, what kind of projects they get involved with, and what they devote their energy to. And that buyer mentality is really the reason that they're succeeding, because they're choosing very selectively what they want to do with their life and their time and their career and things like that, versus frantically running around desperately trying to get anything they can. So this idea really resonated for me last week when I heard it. And it's kind of, as I said, I think it's what kind of finally last night it locked in. I was like, oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm in the seller mentality with my YouTube, trying to get views, trying to, use topics that will make people click or whatever. And it's desperate. It's needy. It's unhealthy. It's inauthentic. It's not what I want to be. In fact, what I want to be is the buyer mentality. I want to be discerning. I want to decide what is valuable and interesting to me that I have learned that I can actually put out into the world. If it affects one person, great. If it affects 1 million people, great. But I am discerning. I am deciding. I am choosing what's valuable and what's meaningful. And that is authentic. That is valuable. So this idea of being the buyer is something that I'm bringing into my YouTube moving forward. I am deciding what topics I'll talk about. I am deciding what's valuable and meaningful to me at the moment. If it happens to be meaningful to the group and the audience, that's fantastic. I think a lot of it will be, because we're on a very similar path in life, most people who are here. For those who it's not, unsubscribe, don't like, leave a nasty comment. That's fine, no problem. If I'm in that buyer mentality, I don't need it. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I truly value everybody who's here, but there are people who are probably not a match for the kind of content I want to create. They're looking for something different. No problem. There are hundreds and millions of other people who can share that for you. That's the beautiful thing about the world today. There's just unlimited options of people you can follow and learn from. So I truly believe that this idea of being the buyer is a powerful mindset if you can really clue into it and sharpen it in your life. And it's something that I want to do moving forward. With that in mind, I have to stop a couple of things. If I'm being a discerning person and deciding what I'm going to do with my YouTube channel, there's a couple of things I have to stop. And the first thing I have to stop is creating videos that are, dictated to me as potentially high value topics. I need to just choose things that are interesting to me, that resonate for me, that make sense to me based on the journey that I'm in right now or things that I've learned in my life. And I've partially done that, but I need to triple and quadruple down on that approach and let go of this idea of all the topics that might be algorithmically valuable, right? That's just got to go. So that's the first thing. The next thing that has to go from all my content is the edits, the cuts, the graphics, the music, all that shit that is part of the kind of whatever Mr. Beastification of YouTube, that like it's the ADD kind of TikTok life that's become part of social media. I don't resonate with it. I don't care about it. I don't want to see it. What I love is people talking genuinely to me like I'm talking to you right now, genuinely. And they're just being themselves. They're fucking up sometimes. They're laughing like I am. They're doubting themselves. In the moment is where the magic is. And I think that's what I want to bring to it. It's actually the personality that people stay for. The genuineness is the value. That's the people that I follow. That's what I'm following is them and their ideas and the value, not the content or the cuts or the changes or any of that kind of stuff. So all that has to go. Edits, cuts, layovers, all that kind of stuff. I know it will probably lower my engagement rates. I know that the algorithm won't reward that. I don't care. I don't care. I have enough great stuff in my life. I don't need it. I believe that it will attract the right kind of people who resonate with this, and they will get more out of it. So that is going. The next thing is live streams are going to become the main focus for this channel. And YouTube as a whole is still very new at live streaming. Twitch is a much better format and platform. But what I love about YouTube is that the live streams are very easy to rewatch later. So once I create this once, it is then out there for anyone to watch when they're ready to watch it. And so for that reason, I want to commit to and stay on YouTube as the live streaming platform for me. I did consider the other week setting up a Twitch and trying to dual stream. Who cares? Just stick to YouTube, do it on one platform, do it well, share quality ideas, and it will grow when it grows. The reason I love live streams is because I feel like I'm having a conversation with you. When I create a video, it is painful. I create one take in the beginning and then I'm like, oh, it's not high energy enough. And I do another take and I do another take. And then it starts to kind of lose its authenticity. Here I get one shot, one chance, and that's all it is. And I think that's what people recognize. If I watch the live streams I've done, and there's something completely different in the energy and who I am as a person versus my videos. Unfortunately, a lot of people came to my channel from the videos initially. So I think when they see the live stream version, which is actually really me, versus the video version of Daniel, there's a bit of a pattern interrupt. There's an incongruency there. And that's fine. I was trying to create videos for engagement at the time. So they've come to me through those kind of channels. This is really who I am. So the majority, I'm going to say 95% of the content you're going to see on this channel moving forward will be live streams and will be up as videos after that. So they're going to have, soft opens and awkward closes, and there'll be content in the middle. I will put timestamps in the live stream so that you can know where to actually, hang on, I'm just going to skip an ad. There we go. I will put, what am I trying to say? I will put timestamps in the videos so that you can actually see like where to go to, and that will help. So for whatever topic it is, and I will put the topic heading in the live stream as well. This one's a little bit different because I'm just talking extemporaneously, but yeah, generally they will have a topic and they will, have timestamps in that way. But yes, they will be just like this, just me talking, whether it's here, it's on my couch, it's in my office, it's maybe I'll do some from the balcony or the park. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. I don't really care, honestly, as long as you can see me. And honestly, most of you probably aren't even watching. You're probably doing something else right now. You're just listening to what I'm saying. So that's most important. So live streams will be the most of the content I create here, 95%. I might occasionally create a video if it's just a really succinct topic or something, but it will probably be the same format, me talking to the camera just like this. So get used to this, my friends. Bald Dan talking to a camera. This is what you're going to get moving forward. I will occasionally, I think if something's really valuable, create a highlight video version of it. So meaning just cut out a section and just play that and just put that up as a video as well. So you might see some of those, but there'll be a lot less editing than there was. It might just be a section of a video where I feel like, okay, this was valuable in itself and I want to put this out to share with people. So there will be some of those. And the one accommodation that I do want to make to YouTube, and I'm going to be very careful with the way I do this, is I will create some YouTube shorts. Unfortunately, the way YouTube is going, because of TikTok and Reels on Instagram and things like that, shorts are an important part of a YouTube channel. I have to have some content that isn't just long form. I have to have shorts to actually get my message out there a little bit. And because I do want to impact more people, what I think I'm going to do is just take little pieces of the live streams, maybe like 30 seconds or something, where I say something that I feel is incredibly valuable, like almost like a little power hit of value, and create that into a short. And I will put subtitles on those because you just need that. Unfortunately today, because society is so ADD and we all just, have like 3-second attention spans, you do need to capture people's attention initially with that short form content here and there. But my hope is, and my goal with that is only for it to lead back to my channel and to attract people who are actually interested in more valuable ideas. So that will be the format moving forward. Live streams the majority of the time, minimal videos where I can actually, say something of value, talking to a camera, very, very little cuts, edits, changes, things like that. And then I will do some shorts that will just be snippets of the highest value parts of probably my live streams. So that's it. So there we go. My friends, doing that will free up my time so much, because when I do these live streams, they're one and done and that's it. And the rest of the stuff I can just literally cut and then just put it on Final Cut, edit, export, and upload it. So yes, it will probably kill my reach on the algorithm. So what? So be it. I don't care. But it will make this channel so much more real and more authentic. So there we go. So that is everything that I wanted to get through today. And that's why I titled this little live stream, Some Stuff I Need to Stop. Because again, Daniel, in the future, when you start obsessing and getting inauthentic, you need to come back and watch this. And you, as a viewer, if you see me doing it, call me out and say, hey, stop it. Stop doing it. You're not that person, Daniel. I truly believe that YouTube is an amazing gift to the world. The fact that I can connect with you and we have this relationship, even though it is through a screen and we're able to share with each other, I think there is so much value in that. And the fact that I can share my passion and my ideas for personal development, self-actualization in this format, that is such a gift and it's so incredible. So I am incredibly grateful to be here. I love the fact that there are so many people who are on this journey with me. And really my ultimate goal is to impact people through this work that I'm doing and through my passion, and to carry on the work of people like Earl Nightingale and all the other people that I'm learning from. So my friends, I hope that this has been interesting and useful for you. I can see a couple of people are here for the live stream. Thank you for that. KO Rosa, you said your channel is very valuable. I don't often comment, but I'm always watching it. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. I love YouTube as well. There's so much to learn here. Yes, it is an incredible platform for learning and self-development. We're so lucky to live in the era that we do. Of course, there's a lot of problems with distraction and overwhelm and things like that too. But if you are in that buyer mentality and you are being very distinct and very clear and discerning about what it is you want to learn, there's incredible value out there through platforms like YouTube. And my hope is to be part of that, to actually be one drop in the ocean of that value. So there we go, my friends. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. It is a lovely day here. I'm going to go and hit the gym in a little bit. But for now, I feel a lot better having got that out. I'm going to go and rewatch this video myself 10 times so that I remind myself, be authentic and stop obsessing. Those are the two most important things here. And yeah, we will continue on. I'm still going to have the shows that I have, The Changing Man on Mondays, Wisdom Wednesday, Self-Improvement will be either on Friday or Saturday, depending on my schedule. And if I have the time and energy, I might even do some other live streams in between, just random stuff that I'm learning or whatever. But if I stick to those three themes, I think that's enough for where I'm at right now. And I love doing those, talking about men's issues and challenges and men's personal development on Mondays, wisdom, like old school knowledge and insights and things like that on Wednesdays, and then just more general personal development, self improvement on Saturdays. That seems to be a really cool format. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, once again, value you all. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to let you get on with your day. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, let's keep improving together. Thank you.